All right, so the next part's a bit harder. You need to leave a critique, right? So how do you do that? Well, you have to keep refreshing until some other poor student has finally posted. So let's take a look and see if, oh, good. Looks like somebody's been active. They've already, oh, it looks like it's me. Okay, great. What did I say? I like the robot motif. It fits the theme of electronic music really well. One problem I noticed is that the text on the bottom right is super hard to read. I would suggest fixing it by using a different font like Impact. Anyway, what a jerk. Who's he to tell me? Well, actually, he's right, isn't he? That is pretty hard to read. Fine. Well, good advice, guy. Whatever. So you want to get thick-skinned on these and not take things personally. Like if you have a beautiful font choice and then some walnut here comes in and he's like, yeah, you should change that. Well, whatever. Well, the thing is, it is a good idea to take this advice. Try to take it in stride and take them into account. Maybe on your own time, play around with it, see if there's any merit to what they said. It's important not to get too attached to some little thing, but it's also important not to go down 1,000 little rabbit holes. So I went to class one time with a student who always had his suggestions, but it was a suggestion after suggestion after suggestion after suggestion. If I followed those, it would be another hour of changing things until it didn't resemble what I was doing in the first place. So you have to kind of balance these out. If it's something as simple as maybe try another font, maybe look at that, see what it looks like. But if it's like change everything about it, well, at that point it's time to move on to another assignment. Let's see what this person did so that we can take a look at it. Oh, they're from the Doppelganger universe, so it's super hard to read. All right, so talking about my text, and look at this nonsense. All right, so this is an example poster cover. Selected it as in a hurry, create something, all this stuff. Did all these, ran out of time. Is their problem? Well, the other problem is that it's really complex color palette for printing, but it might work out okay. I'd say that they overdid the filters, so that's something to work on there. Oh, they did the extra credit assignment. Looks like they have their portfolio link. Check that out later. For those of you who are interested in doing the extra credit, don't forget to post when you complete the extra credit, just go back to your post and edit it if you need to, and post in extra credit, and then put a link to your portfolio so that we can all check that out and look at it. And remember, the extra credit, you can't have to log in. It should just flat out go to the place where we can look at your online portfolio. And there are a bunch of places online you can peruse, so just read more about that in a bit. For now, let's reply to this guy. Let's see what he's doing. So what do we like about this? Let's take a look and think about it. I like the program cover. It's easy to read. That solved the problem I was having. In fact, if I'd used a black background or a dark background like this, it would have been easier to read. So let me start off with there. I like that program cover. The dark background makes it really easy to see the image. All right, let's look for something that could be improved and talk about how to improve it. I'd say for a person who is talking about how hard it is to read my bottom right text on my poster, you know, his text is in no better condition. I think that maybe fewer filters on the text, or have the text be more legible. One issue I see is that the text is difficult to read. This seems to be because, how annoying. Let me just pause this and finish typing this out for you real quick. Here we go. One issue I see is that the text is difficult to read. For sure. This seems to be because there are too many filters applied to it. A quick fix to this would be to apply the text after the filters are used on the main image. Cool. There we go. That's my response to this guy. And that's my main post. Now, what if I did the extra credit and went to the trouble of creating some online portfolio? Because man, that's a lot of points to pick up, right? So I'm just going to go into my original post here. I'm not going to make a new post for the extra credit. I click on it and go edit. And I'm going to put extra credit I made a portfolio. And again, this can't go to a place that requires you to log in. No Instagram, no Pinterest, no Facebook. You have to dodge those. And this is a big issue. I'm seeing a lot of artists like to use Instagram as an advertising tool. That's fine. That's great. That gets you out there. That gives you a way to communicate to people. It is not a portfolio simply because a person can't just click on it, look at it, and move on with their lives. They have to make an account and log in. That's too much work for a potential employer to go through for you. They just need to see it immediately. So I'm just going to put in my link. In this case, I have a very specific Tumblr website where I do not post personal information about my cats or what I've been eating that day or anything. It's specifically only for art, and it's art that I don't mind showing a potential employer, so it doesn't have like any interesting things that have been commissioned from me in the past. So we'll just put in the web address for whatever that is. So like, whatever it is. And if it's got the whole HTTPS deal, then put that into. There we go. So if that were my site, that's all I put in. Make sure you hit return so it becomes a link. Done. And then when your professor comes through, they'll see that they've got some extra credit there, and then boop, you can click on that and get it done. So the last thing, once you've got that in there for the extra credit though, don't forget to head to the assignments section right over here. I'm going to open it in a new tab so we can just look for it. And here's your online portfolio extra credit. So you're going to want to go in there and fill that out with the link. But remember, you have to have it in both places. This is for everyone to look at. So make sure you have it on your main thing. But by putting it here, I can actually grade it. So don't just leave it here. I need to be able to grade it. So you have to send me a link as well. So send me both of those, post the link, and then send me the link and you're good to go. Don't forget to check what the requirements are for the online portfolio. Those will be right in there and you're ready to roll. Okay, once again, it's been an absolute pleasure having you all in my class. Thank you so much for all of your hard work, and I wish you the best of luck in your future endeavors. I think that you're going to do fine. If you have any questions, please email me or go to the good old Canvas messaging system and then just send me a message through there. If you email me, don't forget to put CMPGR236 in the subject so I don't miss it. All right. Have a great end of the semester. I look forward to seeing your online portfolios. And again, that's extra credit, so if you don't have time, don't worry about it. I also look forward to seeing your comments on each other's work, so don't forget to post those. Remember, you just have until the end of the week to put that up, so check the due date on these. You don't want to accidentally miss it. You'll miss out on a 100-point assignment if you do. This one cannot be extended. I have to turn in the grades on this like immediately, which means that once it's due time, that's it. Everything's turned in and it's over. There's a stack of paperwork I have to fill out if I need to change a grade, and I have to explain why and all that, and it's a nightmare. So just turn it in and I'll grade it. All right, again, thank you so much. Have a great end of the semester. Maybe celebrate with a good book and a cozy blanket and some time just sitting on your couch. Have a great time, and thank you again.